What if I told you that one of Porsche's most controversial cars, once mocked for its modest roots, went on to revolutionize the brand's identity and dominate the racetrack? That car is the Porsche 924, a car that broke all the rules and rewrote Porsche's playbook. Born out of collaboration, compromise, and sheer determination, the 924 wasn't just another sports car. It was a symbol of Porsche's ambition to break barriers and reach a new audience. But that's only half the story. Enter the Porsche 924 GTR, a turbocharged monster that turned skeptics into believers and tore through endurance races like a force of nature. How did a car designed as an entry-level coupe become one of Porsche's most fascinating creations? Let's dive into the untold story of the Porsche 924 and its fiery transformation into the GTR. The 1970s were a turbulent yet exciting time for the automotive industry. Economic uncertainties loomed, but the thirst for innovative sports cars was at an all-time high. Porsche, a brand synonymous with high-performance rear-engine sports cars, was eager to expand its reach. The goal? Create an affordable, entry-level model that would attract a broader audience without diluting the Porsche identity. But here's the twist. Porsche didn't go at it alone. They partnered with Volkswagen, leveraging a collaborative agreement to develop a car that could meet both companies' needs. The plan was straightforward. Porsche would handle the engineering and Volkswagen would manage the production. However, as the project progressed, Volkswagen shifted priorities, leaving Porsche in charge of a design that was originally intended for an Audi-badged coupe. Despite these challenges, Porsche pressed on. The result was the Porsche 924, introduced in 1976. It marked a stark departure from Porsche's tradition, a front-engine, rear-wheel drive layout powered by a 2-liter inline-4 engine sourced from Audi. To purists, this was heresy. To Porsche, it was a calculated risk. But this wasn't just a car built from convenience. It was a car designed with precision. The 924's lightweight chassis, near-perfect weight distribution, and aerodynamic bodywork set it apart in the burgeoning world of affordable sports cars. Even as critics questioned its pedigree, Porsche believed they had built something that could hold its own. When the Porsche 924 debuted in 1976, it brought a fresh perspective to the sports car market and to Porsche itself. Under the hood was a 2.0-liter inline-4 engine sourced from Audi, delivering 125 horsepower. While this figure was modest compared to the roaring 6-cylinder engines of its more expensive siblings, the 924 wasn't aiming to be a traditional Porsche. Instead, it prioritized balance and accessibility. The engine, paired with a rear-mounted transaxle, achieved a near-perfect 50-50 weight distribution, a hallmark of exceptional handling. This setup, combined with its lightweight chassis, made the 924 a joy to drive. It was responsive, agile, and remarkably composed through corners, offering a driving experience that felt far more refined than its specifications suggested. On the outside, the 924's sleek, aerodynamic design turned heads. The sloping hood, retractable pop-up headlights, and clean lines gave it a futuristic look that set it apart from the angular designs of the 1970s. This wasn't just about aesthetics. The car's design also improved high-speed stability and fuel efficiency, ensuring it was as practical as it was stylish. But while it excelled in design and handling, the 924 faced sharp criticism, especially from Porsche purists. The source of the engine, a Volkswagen-derived unit originally intended for an Audi, sparked heated debates. Was this truly a Porsche, or just a rebadged Volkswagen? Its front-engine, rear-wheel drive layout further broke from the company's iconic rear-engine tradition. To some, it was an imposter in the Porsche lineup. Yet, for others, the 924 was a gateway to something previously unattainable: Porsche ownership. Its relatively affordable price tag and accessible performance attracted a new audience, many of whom had never considered owning a Porsche before. It became the brand's best-selling car at the time, proving that the 924 had succeeded in bringing Porsche into the hands of a broader audience. While the critics continued their arguments, the 924 quietly earned its place in Porsche's history. It wasn't just a stepping stone for aspiring sports car enthusiasts, it was the beginning of a story that would lead to one of Porsche's most formidable racing machines. The 924 GTR. As the Porsche 924 began to gain traction among enthusiasts, Porsche set its sights on something far more ambitious, turning their entry-level sports car into a racing powerhouse. Entered the Porsche 924 GTR, a machine designed to shatter expectations and prove that the 924 platform had untapped potential. The transformation from the road-going 924 to the track-dominating 924 GTR was nothing short of extraordinary. At its heart was a heavily modified version of the 2-liter inline-4 engine, now turbocharged, to produce a staggering 375 horsepower, 3 times the output of the original 924. This level of power catapulted the GTR into the realm of high-performance racing machines, allowing it to compete in endurance events like the 24 Hours of Le Mans. But the upgrades didn't stop with the engine. Porsche engineers went to great lengths to strip the GTR of unnecessary weight, replacing body panels with lightweight aluminum and using a minimalistic interior design. The result was a car that tipped the scales at just over 2,000 pounds or 900 kilograms, a featherweight by racing standards. Combined with its aerodynamic body and widened stance, the GTR was a precision instrument built for speed and agility. On the track, the 924 GTR was a revelation. It proved itself as a formidable competitor, consistently finishing at the top of its class in endurance racing. One of its most notable achievements came in 1980 at the 24 Hours of Le Mans, where a privately entered 924 GTR finished 6th overall and 3rd in its class. A remarkable feat for a car derived from what many had once dismissed as a mere budget Porsche. The 924 GTR wasn't just fast, it was a showcase of Porsche's engineering brilliance. The car's turbocharged engine featured cutting-edge technology like an intercooler to cool the air entering the turbocharger, improving efficiency and performance. Its brakes were upgraded to racing-spec ventilated discs, ensuring the GTR could handle the intense demands of endurance racing. Even the suspension system was tuned to perfection, offering drivers the confidence to push the car to its limits. For Porsche, the 924 GTR was more than just a racing car. It was a statement. It silenced critics who had questioned the 924's legitimacy and showcased the brand's ability to innovate and adapt. The GTR proved that even a platform born from compromise could be transformed into a world-class competitor when paired with Porsche's engineering expertise. While the 924 GTR's racing career was relatively short-lived, its impact was undeniable. It solidified the 924's place in Porsche's history and left a legacy as one of the brand's most unexpected triumphs. The Porsche 924 might have started as an outsider within the brand's lineup, but over time, it carved out a legacy that is as unique as it is enduring. For many, the 924 represented a turning point for Porsche, a step toward innovation and accessibility, even at the cost of breaking tradition. The 924's affordability opened the doors to a new generation of Porsche enthusiasts. It became a gateway car, introducing young drivers and first-time buyers to the Porsche experience. While it may not have had the raw power or prestige of the 911, the 924 offered something different, a modern, well-balanced sports car that was just as enjoyable on the open road as it was on a winding mountain pass. Yet, it was the 924 GTR that truly cemented the car's place in Porsche lore. On the racetrack, the GTR defied expectations, proving that a platform born from collaboration with Volkswagen and Audi could hold its own against more established racing machines. The GTR's success at Le Mans and other endurance events highlighted Porsche's ingenuity, turning skeptics into believers. Today, the 924 and 924 GTR are celebrated for their contributions to Porsche's history. The standard 924 is admired as an underrated classic, while the GTR stands as a rare collector's gem sought after by enthusiasts who appreciate its blend of performance and pedigree. Beyond their individual stories, the 924 and 924 GTR helped shape the future of Porsche. The lessons learned during the development and racing of these cars influenced the evolution of models like the 944 and 968, both of which carried forward the front-engine design philosophy. More importantly, the 924's success demonstrated that Porsche could embrace change without sacrificing the engineering excellence that defined the brand. For car enthusiasts, the Porsche 924 is a reminder that greatness doesn't always come from conformity. Sometimes it's the bold risks and unconventional decisions that leave the most lasting legacies. Whether you view the 924 as an underdog or a pioneer, its impact on Porsche and the automotive world is undeniable. And there you have it, the story of the Porsche 924 and its high-performance sibling, the 924 GTR. From its humble beginnings to its unexpected success on the racetrack, this car proves that innovation often comes from the most unlikely places. But now we want to hear from you. Have you ever had the chance to drive or see a 924 in person? What are your thoughts on this bold chapter in Porsche's history? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more incredible car stories, and share it with your fellow car lovers. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time with another automotive legend.